everyone, my name's Madison. I'm a professional makeup artist and blogger at breakfastatmadisons.com, and today I'm going to be testing out a brand new product that I am super excited to try. Today we are going to be talking about the Beauty For Real MVP Perfect and Protect Tinted Moisturizer Plus Concealer. This includes SPF 25, and after doing some research and really seeing what this was, this appears to be a miracle product. About a month ago, Beauty For Real sent me about 3 or 4 lip products. I had never tried anything from their company before. I ended up loving the lip products that they sent me. I did a whole blog post and a couple Instagram posts about it. Right after that, they released this MVP Tinted Moisturizer product. I really wanted to try it, so they had a sale online and I ordered it. It was founded by Leslie Munsell. She has created this line with the everyday woman in mind. When I do people's makeup, I want to teach them the easiest, simplest way to do it, and that's why I really admire her and I'm really excited to try some of her products. So now talking about MVP, this right here, I just did some research. I have some notes for it right here. It is a Perfect and Protect simple and effective full coverage tinted moisturizer. It also includes a self-setting concealer. So you have the tinted moisturizer here, you screw off the top, and then in the cap, I will show you. So in the cap there's a full coverage concealer as well as a mirror. So I think that is super, super cool. And the thing about this concealer is that it is supposed to be self-setting. So I am 100% a powder girl. I set everything I put on my face. I never go on without my face powder. This whole entire formula, you don't need powder. You're supposed to be able to slap it on, put your concealer on, and just go throughout your day. This is a physical sunscreen with zinc and minerals. This is plumping, skin smoothing. And yeah, it's supposed to be your whole skincare step in one. So it's your primer, your moisturizer, your foundation, and your concealer, plus powder. So it's gonna do 5 things. It also has anti-aging benefits, and it's paraben and cruelty free. So if anyone heard about this, I'm sure that they would say, okay, I wanna try that, this sounds amazing. It almost sounds too good to be true. But for me, being a makeup artist, this is my dream. You don't have to figure out what shade you are in a concealer as well as a foundation because they're shade matched for you. This comes in 5 different shades. It comes in light, medium 1, medium 2, and then deep 1 and deep 2. I think that's a nice range, especially for a new product. So around $30 for something that is luxury makeup. That's also a very fair price range, I believe. And also, sometimes you spend that much money just for a concealer. So this includes both. I didn't put any moisturizer on. I didn't put any primer on. And this is Beauty For Real. So I'm just going to try to put this on how they suggest for the everyday woman to put it on. This is really strange for me because normally I always apply my foundation with my beauty blender and then use some brushes. I use a color corrector and a concealer, and sometimes I even set it with a makeup setting spray on top of my powder. And today we are just using this. I'm going to use my hands because that is how Leslie demonstrated it in the demo tutorial that I saw of her using this. It has sunscreen in it. It's a tinted moisturizer, so I always just shake that up. And what we're dealing with today, my skin has been pretty clear recently. I'm pretty happy with how my skin is. I do have a blemish on my chin, and then I do have very dark under eye circles, and I'm really just hoping that this will even out my complexion and also moisturize because my skin feels really dry right now without my moisturizer. So I'm just gonna take MVP. It seems to have a yellow undertone to it, which is good because that'll color correct the redness in my skin since I'm very fair. This is how much I took, and now I'm just going to blend it in with my fingers and see how much coverage it gives me. It's really smooth. It's blending in really easily for me. It's not like skipping when I'm using my fingers. I'm going to take a little bit more and put it here and make sure I bring it down my neck so we don't have a makeup line. As I'm looking at this, my skin looks really good. It's not exaggerating my pores. Wow, okay, and I didn't even use that much. It is strange for me to put on my foundation with my hands. I'm not used to that. Sometimes it's really difficult for me to find something that's in my shade and not too deep, but this adjusted to my skin tone very nicely. I'm really happy with the coverage it gave me in that amount. I like my skin to look fairly natural. Let me just come a little closer here. This is what my skin looks like after one application, one little drop of the moisturizer. It's not emphasizing my pores. I do have very large pores in my nose, It did cover up a little bit of those under eye circles, and we don't even have the concealer yet. Still have this much left on the back of my hand. And I didn't want this tutorial to be too formal. I wanted to keep it simple. I'm using natural lighting today. I'm not using my professional makeup lighting. I'm just sitting in my bedroom testing this out for you guys because I wanted it to be relatable. I would say right now this is like a light to medium coverage. I could probably go in with one more layer and really get that full coverage, but I don't like to have that much foundation on a daily basis. Here we go. Here's the concealer and the tip, and I'm just going to take my concealer brush. You can use your finger too, but I just really like my concealer brush. This is a Nikki Welsh concealer brush, by the way. It goes on really smooth. Like it's self-setting, but it feels kind of hydrating. Some cream concealers like tend to seem a little bit dry to me. It's gonna be so weird not setting my concealer. Okay, it covered the blemish on my chin completely. You cannot even see it there. And Leslie also said that the concealer is a teeny bit lighter than the foundation, so it will really help brighten up those under eye circles. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on my eyelids to like prep for my eyeshadow and color up the blueness and purple tones that I have on my eyelid. Okay, and that covered up so nicely. Okay, wow. Okay, so this is my skin. I'm super impressed with this so far. Now I just want to see how it stays and what the staying power of this is. The darkness has been really covered up and brightened underneath my eye right here. Cool. So I'm just going to quickly do the rest of my makeup, just some really quick everyday stuff. This is the Physicians Formula Warm in the Nude Shimmer Brick. You can get this at the drugstore. It's really nice, all-in-one product. So I'm just going to take the lightest shades and put them on my eyelid. Just gonna mix. I'm gonna stay away from the super dark and just mix all these shades together for my blush, bronzer, and highlight. And just do the 3. But I just want a little bit of color and a little bit of highlight back on my skin. Oh my gosh, my skin looks so good. And then I'm just gonna take some of the bronzer shade, pinch my brush, and put it in the crease of my eye. Sometimes when you layer a powder product on top of a tinted moisturizer without putting any setting powder on top of it, it can look kind of patchy because you're putting powder on top of liquid, but this performed very well on top of this. Very good. Still impressed. And we're almost done here. I'm just going to take my Beauty For Real eyeliner pencil in the shade Chocolate Fix. This is a 24-hour eyeliner. It's super nice, natural color, easy to smudge. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on the outer part of my eye and smudge it with my finger. I got this eyeliner in my Ipsy bag, ironically, after I started this whole Beauty For Real thing, and I've been wearing it non-stop, so thank you, Ipsy. This is the Bio Lash Lift Mascara from Eye of Horus. This is from thirdculture.com. This mascara is awesome. And I'm not going to put any mascara on my bottom lashes because I still want to keep this simple and natural. I also forgot to say that I used my IT Cosmetics Brow Power just to lightly fill in my brows before I started. And I had to grab my purse because that is where my lip gloss is. And yes, then I'm going to use my favorite lip product at the moment. This is the Beauty For Real lip gloss in the shade Starlust. If you saw my blog post, you will have already seen how amazing this is. But you guys, these lip glosses. There's a light in the wand and a mirror on the back. I used this in the car last night. I went to an Ed Sheeran concert and I wanted to use this in the car. There was not great lighting. And I just used this mirror to touch up all my makeup, also the light. And this is just a really sheer champagne color. There's a little bit of shimmer in it. It also has like menthol mint in it. It's moisturizing. It doesn't dry out your lips. Okay, and we are done. Fingers crossed that this lasts me the whole day. I am also really impressed with the fact that my skin doesn't look super greasy, because a lot of times with tinted moisturizers and CC creams, if you don't set them, your face just looks like very oily, The eyeshadow that I put down is not creasing, so that means that this concealer also worked really well as an eyeshadow primer in my skin. It just looks so good. I just can't believe this. And can we just talk about this lip color as well? And I will be checking in a little bit to let you know what I think of it. Okay guys, I am back. It has been about 3 or 4 hours since I applied my makeup, and I wanted to film this before the sun went down and it got too cloudy to finish up filming, so you could see in natural lighting how my makeup held up. I ate lunch, I did some things around the house, and just relaxed a little bit. I am blown away by this tinted moisturizer and concealer. Overall, it performed amazingly. I do have a little bit of shininess here, and I do have a teeny bit of creasing underneath my eye, but it's nothing that just patting underneath the eyes can't fix. And normally, even when I do wear powder on top of my foundation, I do get a little bit shiny here, and I do get creasing underneath my eyes. But surprisingly, I had less creasing today than when I used my regular concealer plus powder. So that was crazy. I can't even imagine how long the wear time for this would be if some days I do use a primer underneath it, or if I do powder it. Right now, it seems to me like that would be a waste of product, but I know that sometimes I will be doing that, and it's just going to make this even more impressive. So Leslie Mansell, you are amazing. Thank you for creating this for me. I will definitely be adding it into my makeup artist kit. I will definitely be recommending it to all my family and all my friends. And I am so excited about this. It lived up to all my expectations. But if you are interested in trying this, I do have a Beauty For Real discount code. You can use the code Madison Makeup, and that will give you 20% off your order. So this is $30 plus 20% off. That's an amazing deal for a moisturizer, foundation, and concealer, plus your SPF. For the everyday woman, this is a perfect product. That's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. And yeah, I will again include the discount code below, as well as a link to my blog and a list of the products that I used. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials, beauty reviews, and anything related to makeup. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.